Recording, yes.
Okay, cool. Then we can show the world the turtles. Just a minute here. Okay, so this one here, let's see if we can get a good picture of it. So you see the little sitting up against the wall there? And underneath we got Frida.
Ah.
Frida baby. And she showed up on my front doorstep one day.
Oh,
I gave her a piece of broccoli, and then she just walked up the sidewalk and into the house and said, "I'm staying." And 6 weeks later, Freddie showed up here. Let's see if we can get a shot of him. Let me try this way. There's Freddie. Him right there, yep. And they're sleeping right now because it's winter time.
Yeah.
And then guess what? We even got here. So Freddie shows up 6 weeks later, and my buddy who's here helping me clean out stuff at the house because like my dad was a hoarder, and he says, "Dude, your turtle got out." And he brings him up, and I was like, "That's not my turtle." And so I give him a piece of broccoli, and he's like, "Oh my God, that's so good." And he walks right up the sidewalk and up the stairs and into the house, and he says, "I'm staying."
Oh, nice.
So I go to the neighbor kid who's like 12 years old. He's lived on this cul-de-sac for his entire life, and I say, "You guys just got turtles coming out of your ears? Live on a turtle crossing or turtle superhighway or like a migration path or something I need to know about?" And the kid's like, "What are you talking about? I ain't never seen them as long as I've been on this cul-de-sac." So I think it's like my magic turtles. Check it out. We'll show you something else. So then last year, guess what we got? We got babies. Right here. Little baby.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm hoping to get about 15 of them this year.
Oh, wow.
I only got like 2 of them left over from this my first try. I'm a bad farmer. But I'm gonna go ahead and sell them and stuff, you know. Someday I hope to be getting like 50 of them a year, basically, on a good year. Oh, I want to close this door too, just a minute.
I do not have very much controls.
Yeah, I tried to stay all chill this morning, but then showing off my turtles got me excited.
Well, that's good. That's really good, actually.
Yeah, and so I got in a reading one time, and they were here because they're here to transmute negative energy from like bad stuff that went down 200 years ago, which is based around Indians, right?
Okay, so why don't can we take another trip?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. We are going to take a trip to a temple of healing and wisdom.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So maybe Andromeda Al will take you there?
Sure.
Okay. So we're just going to go off and we are arriving at a temple of wisdom and healing.
So, triangle shape.
Okay.
A square door.
Nice. Can you enter the temple?
Yep, let's go inside.
Okay.
Seems familiar.
Good.
Mountain, altar. My God.
Go on, talk.
Energy. Somebody waiting there, but I can't tell what they look like.
Okay.
Seems like they would be happy to heal me.
So could you approach that person?
Very hard for me to bring them into focus.
Okay. Can you sense the person better than you can see them?
Yeah, it's more like that. I'm gonna
Okay.
check out this fountain real quick here. Just put my hand in the water, which is nice. Let's take a sip of it.
Good.
Human intention is very clean and pure and cool.
Lovely.
Hear the sound of it. There's a little pool below.
Okay.
Make my stomach growl.
That's good. Okay. Is there a seat that you can take? Is there like a bed or a seat, a crystal table or anything like that?
Chair.
Okay.
Yeah, like a stone chair, crystal chair type of thing.
Okay. Would you like to take a seat there?
Yeah, we'll just sit on that.
Okay. And could we ask the healer in the temple to come forward and assist us, please?
Can the healer in the temple come forward and assist us, please? I feel lots of spirits around, and they're like
Nice.
doing whatever they're doing, but I can't really see them.
That's okay.
What they're doing, but
Right. Could they start a body scan?
you guys start a body scan, please. Yeah, so we got like a white light covering
Yes.
the whole body. Like it's coming through the roof and shining down on me. I'm sitting in the chair and comfortable and just surrounded in this like a white light covering the ceiling.
Okay. Can you feel it entering your body?
Yeah, my arms are tingling.
Okay.
My stomach's growling again. And I feel very energetic, like I want to get up and run around.
That's wonderful.
But I'm just chilling.
Which is what we're hoping you would do. Could one of the people in the temple, one of the helpers or the healers, could one of them speak through you and explain what's happening?
Well, I can just tell that I'm in the temple and that it is a healing temple, and ever since the light has been hitting me, I don't really notice the other stuff working on me like it was before, but the light is, and it's just feel a little tightness in the throat.
Okay.
To let go of that here. And the rest of me feels very relaxed and
That's good.
calm and fine. And
I'm wondering if they can address your Crohn's disease.
so, my stomach's definitely growling as we're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like we're hungry or nothing. It's just making some noises and rumbling a little bit. And I'm aiming the light more at the stomach area and the abdomen, and
That's good.
things are moving around and rumbling and jostling. And
Okay.
we're just asking if anything that can be released in here doesn't serve the highest good. Can we just let go and go away? And the best way that'll serve this body.
Can you ask what the purpose of it is first?
What's the purpose of anything going on in the stomach area?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the growls are moving around in different places. Like a growl over here and then a growl over there and a growl over there. But I mean, if you were asked me, I would say just to be able to listen to the body better.
Okay. So the question is, if this is teaching you how to listen to the body, are you willing to give this up as an indicator?
No, I think it's best that it stays.
Okay. So if it's going to stay with you, is there any way that it can be managed so that it's less uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's it's just it's crawling all around the outer edges now, so things are moving around in there, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just need to listen to it, let it do its job, and have me do my job, and just be a team.
Okay. So you're acting as a team. Has the Crohn's disease itself got a voice?
Yeah, I just growl.
Okay.
Not a good voice, though. I think that's more my problem than the Crohn's. It probably would talk to you.
All right. That's a shame.
But I just feel like, we have a deal, and if I let it alone and just listen to what it's trying to tell me, then it's gonna not bug me too much.
Okay. Do you know what it's trying to tell you?
Not to be stressed out,
Ah,
not to be too busy,
okay.
not to eat processed foods,
Right.
pizza, maybe beef,
Okay.
unless I knew how it was sourced, and nuts, too hard for me.
Okay. Is there any? Sorry?
It likes the fruit.
Likes fruit. Okay, that's what I was just going to ask. Is there any food that is particularly helpful?
Yeah, yep.
So how can Kelly get the best nutrition without causing any kind of trouble with his stomach? What foods would best serve him other than fruits?
Just kind of trying to connect to a relaxed feeling.
Okay, so it's more
What
to do with
happens?
stress.
No, I'm just like when the stomach is really relaxed, then what happened just before that, right? Like what made it like that? Made it be happy.
Okay.
But so I'm just trying to connect to that and see what happens first before it gets relaxed and happy.
Okay.
And I would say, yeah, stressed and too busy of a brain. And
How can Kelly calm his brain down?
yeah, that's the $64 question. The stomach likes the idea, anyways.
Yes.
I don't know how to do it, but and I feel like I can eat less and less too, and really just focus more in on the fruits and less of everything else,
Okay.
and narrow the diet down as much as I can, and isn't going to have anything to say at that point, I don't think.
Could you be putting yourself also under stress by trying to cut down too much too quickly?
No, because I don't do it.
Okay.
I don't do that.
Okay. All right.
I don't feel guilt or anything like that if I eat the wrong thing, or
Okay.
beat myself up if I do the wrong thing. The groans will do that for me.
So it's your built-in indicator. So we have to deal with the issue of stress because that seems to be very high on his in his causing problems. So how do we deal
Which
with
is
the stress?
odd because I don't feel like, I mean, it hasn't been bothering me that much lately anyways, but which would make sense because I haven't been feeling too stressed lately.
Right.
And I do a pretty good job of just letting things roll off the back and not let them occupy space in the mind or the emotions, or letting outside things dictate my emotions. And that's good. And that's why it's been pretty good lately.
Right.
Um, I mean, I can definitely, like I say, there's a lot of things moving around in here right now and stuff getting situated. I don't know why or for what reason, but something's happening in there and it seems fine, whatever it is.
That's
Seems like
good.
growth and maybe a new deal, new commitment, new partnership.
That would be
Something
nice.
better than the old one, maybe.
Yes. That would be
A
good.
lot of crap that I'm gonna want to let go of later on, I think.
Right.
Literally, right?
Yes, probably. um,
I can really feel it on the back right now where my kidneys would probably be, and that's just weird because I don't normally feel it there.
oh, so that sounds like they're going really deep.
Yeah, like the whole midsection. Yeah, exactly. It's inside, outside, all around. It's all. I don't feel like there's a lot of ulcers open right now, but there is some bruising. It's in there, and we're just gonna try and just kind of let that go.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna happen this second, but it'll be fine.
But this energy will continue
About it.
working on you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's good.
And it's working in my brain too right now.
That's really good.
Yeah, we'll
So just relax, like don't fight it.
no, I'm just feeling it. Just
Yeah.
feeling it.
Okay,
Kind of enjoying it.
that's good.
We know that up here is connected to down there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's another brain down here, right? The
Mm-hmm.
gut is a brain, just like this is a brain, and they're connected.
Right.
And where one goes, the other goes, or it's all a system, and
Right.
it's symbiotic. And so we're just allowing this part to cool down. See if we can slow it down a little bit. And feels like it needs to cool off.
Will this be just for this moment or will this be more permanent?
Me asking that gives me a tickle in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Excitement, euphoria.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, but no answer. I don't know. I can't tell. But I would say, yeah, because yeah, we're experiencing growth here, and then it's going all around the head cavity and the brain, and everything is moving around in there, like it was in the stomach before.
Right.
Just a minute here. Oh, we're still sitting on the chair. We got the light coming in from the roof, and seems fine and good and pure and cleansing and detoxifying.
Good.
And instead of on top of just detoxifying the organs, I want to detoxify the thoughts and the emotions too, and just let go what no longer serves.
And while you're at it, could you release anybody else's energies that have attached themselves to you? And anybody else's opinions or beliefs or any programming that doesn't serve you, could you release all of that while you're there?
I can really feel that on the outside of the brain. It makes me feel kind of dizzy or
Uh-oh.
sort of woogly googly, but not bad. Not
Right.
bad way. It's just a feeling.
Right.
I just didn't realize there's you think you've done so much work when you've just released everything and just stuff in places you didn't realize, the little nooks and crannies. The brain, it's like it's all
You're right.
almost kind of like the guts are like that, and you got the nooks and crannies in there, and you just kind of let's get some of that light in all throughout it.
While you're working on your body, can you also check if there's any implants or viruses that need to be disabled or removed?
No, I don't feel anything like that. I feel like everything that's here is just my leftover BS. Just, stuff that could have been let go of a long time ago. Doesn't need to be there anymore.
That's good. Right. Look like you're going to sleep. Does that mean you're getting very relaxed?
Just almost done. Yeah, normal actually. Stresses and BSs. I couldn't put a label on it.
Right. You don't need to label it, you just release.
Yeah, exactly. Just releasing it.
Yeah.
We're just setting intention. Anything it doesn't serve. Pretty good. I feel pretty good about that area.
That's good.
I didn't think there was so much in my head. I knew there was a lot in the gut. Let's look at the top and the middle of the back here. One moment. Feels better now. Feels like we've let something go there, which is really odd because I don't ever speak my truth. Come on. Okay. And shoulder blades and upper back. Still a lot of just right here on the sides is what.
Is the energy still working on it?
Yeah, it's just what's going to take a while.
Okay.
It's just some cramping.
Oh.
Can we just let go of that now? Come on, guys. I don't need it. I don't want it.
I say give permission.
I give permission. You can go away. You can leave.
Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Accept all the healings being done today.
Yes.
Yeah. Get rid of anything that's a part of my sovereign self. Something I don't know about or don't see. Oh yeah, let's have a look at this hip here. Just a minute.
What's going on with your hip?
We're doing cranial sacral therapy here. The fascia get gummed up and sticky. It's supposed to be self-lubricating every time I take a step. Very easy to fix, though. It doesn't seem like a big problem. Just something that I'm gonna need to do some maintenance on every now and then.
Okay, can that get fixed in the temple here now?
Yeah, let's go back to the chair and just focus some of the light on that there. Oh, we're getting green and pink on the hip.
Nice.
Oh, just a minute here. Just allow that and just relax and loosen and full range of motion. And oh, still pop a little bit there. Okay, I feel pretty good.
That's good. So are you done now? Are you ready to leave the temple? Or is there anything that we can do while we're still in the temple?
Wait, one minute. One more spot we missed here.
Okay, good.
Is that coming go back, or is it the other hip? Is there something hiding there? Just a minute here, just figuring it out. Just figure it out. Yeah, it's just a little block from everything that's been moving around today. It's not a normal thing.
Okay.
That's something that's been there for a while. Yeah, I'm done in here. I'm okay now.
That's good. So we give thanks to the Healing Temple and all the people who were working on you. And we now, would Andromeda Owl like to take you to another destination?
I mean, I'll be more than happy to take me anywhere, but I really feel like I'm done for today. I just want to integrate and absorb everything, really.
Okay, so you don't want to meet your higher self?
No.
Okay.
I just want to feel the healing that I've gotten. I'm sure my higher self is part of it.
Wonderful. Okay.
You said we thank the healing team, and I could see them again.
Wonderful.
Like I couldn't see them when I first brought the light over me, but maybe like it's because I turned the light off. Maybe that's why I could see them again. But, I mean, they're gonna keep working on me, whatever needs to be worked on, and I just feel like, yeah, I want to go stretch and then go take a nap.
That sounds like a good plan.
You know, I could kind of like, I'm sitting in the open field, and there's the like tunnel, and I could feel myself slide out.
Mm-hmm.
But I never felt like I was outside of myself.
Right.
But then, as soon as you said return to the body, I could feel myself slide back in. It actually felt really good to have like me
attached to me
inside of me like that. Yeah, it was really cool that way. Just like what I noticed, anyways. Oh wow, super lightheaded.
Wow,
super lightheaded. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot I was sitting there talking about all that stuff. Was making me dizzy, but man, whoa. That you know, I still feel a little cramping here, a little bit there, but not much at all.
It sounds like you're going to have that tune-up going on for a while, though.
Yeah, I think I'll take a nap and I'll feel pretty good when I wake up from that. I'll certainly let you know.
Okay.
You know, I know that from prior experience that there's just stuff that I'm not supposed to know. Like literally, my higher self just wants me to figure it out myself and not take all the fun out of it for me or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what is going on, or it's some kind of a mystery where it's like it's so secret that not even I can know. I'm not exactly sure. Like, because if I know, then somebody would figure it out off of me, or I'm not exactly sure what it is, but that's it's part of the adventure, anyways, and I'm not mad about it, and I'm pretty much used to that by now.
Right. That's actually how my team usually work. It's usually, no, we're not telling you, so figure it out. Go figure it out. You know the answer, they always say.
Right, because I've already done everything the easy way at
Right.
one point or another. I like had so many lives, and so I've already done everything, and it's like the only point of coming back, other than to help, is to have a challenge, right?
True.
And I don't know. That's about that.
Right. So, I was a little bit worried because it looked like we weren't going to get anywhere. It looked like we were just kind of, I don't know, floating from one non-experience to another. But I think the temple was well worth a visit.
Yeah, and like I said, that's kind of how it tends to go for me, anyways. But yeah, I felt like I did a lot of releasing, got let go of a lot of stuff. Whatever it was, I didn't have to relive it, which is just fine by me. Right? Like, I don't need to know, and I don't really care. Like, just go, right? Be gone and be done with you.
Right.
Yeah, and I feel lighter right now, and like I'm gonna be in a really good mood today. I mean, I'm always in a good mood, but like I really feel like I'm gonna be in like even like better than normal.
That's good.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah,
good.
and we'll see how the Crohn's goes from here on out. It's I feel like everything that I got rid of in the stomach area was just toxification, just detoxing type of stuff.
Oh, that's good.
And that the Crohn's is probably about the same as it ever was or ever will be. It just was other stuff that was getting fixed in there. Everything else got fixed.
Well,
Which is good. No, that's what I want to do, though. That's what I want, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you did say you did not want to get rid of the Crohn's because it's an indicator for you.
Yeah, and hopefully, what we'll see in a couple days is that like my eyes are bluer than they are now. That's how you can tell if you're detoxed, or at least if you're blue-eyed to begin with.
All right, no, because mine aren't blue.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I can't tell. Can't tell either.
Actually, what was funny actually is I saw a huge amount of blue in my eyes when you were in the temple. I don't have blue eyes at all, but I could see blue reflected all the time on the screen.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Like in the room or something, you mean, or?
Just that was what I was seeing on the screen. I just kept
wow!
seeing
Well, your eyes just looked blue to me for a second there.
Yeah.
Like just based on the direction you're looking, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. I felt pretty useless in that session, to be quite honest, because I think you were totally in control inside of the temple. There was nothing I could add.
It's okay though, but I mean, sometimes you just have to allow and go with the flow, and it's not about your ego, right? It's
Oh no, absolutely
right?
not. I mean, I am stoked actually. If this comes out with you feeling so much better than when you went in, this is a success.
That's what matters, exactly right. And so I think that's kind of the mark of a good healer, is to be able to recognize that and to get out of your own way, and to not need to push, to not need to assert yourself, but you're there if it is needed,
Right.
And I mean, you're a facilitator, right?
Right.
They have that thing in Reiki. I can't remember if me and you have ever talked about this, but they say that you can never say, "Oh, I healed so and so," right?
Oh yeah, because you're not the healer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's disempowering to the client, and also it's source energy that did all that's available to everyone, right? So what did you do? Nothing. You were just there. You're a guide and a facilitator, and I wouldn't have thought to go to the healing temple if you wouldn't have said to do it. And when I got there, all good things happened, and like my hands are real tingly right now. By
That's
the way,
good.
yeah, I'm noticing that.
I took you there because I was actually going to give you a quiet space. I was going to try and take you down a little bit deeper. Because I thought if I brought you into a quiet space, then I might be able to get, I was going to take you through a guided meditation to get you in deeper. But what happened as soon as you hit the temple, it was like, oh, I'm here,
Yeah, let me get to work, right, yeah. No, I definitely felt that. I was glad to be there, and I was just ready to go, and like, oh man, I'm like tearing up just a little bit now, just thinking about it, really. Like that was like exactly where I needed to be, and what I needed to get out of the day, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And your dog Scarford, once the energy started flowing, your dog Scarford.
Oh, she took off.
She's like, I'm not hanging around here. It's too much.
Yeah, and she does that sometimes too, where she'll come by because there's energy, she'll take off because there's energy. She definitely feels that.
Yeah,
for sure. And
yeah.
like,
She was very restful at the beginning. She was asleep beside you, and then as soon as you hit the energy started flowing in the temple, she's like, no, I'm out of here.
I can't wait to see the video on that part. That'll be funny. Yeah, now she's looking at me. She wants to go outside. She's like, "Come on, you're done." She knows I'm done, right? How funny. She's just waiting. Come on, buddy, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Go get us some sunshine. Yeah. I don't know what my deal is with the stars and the sun. I had that before too in Suzanne's session, where I was like just staring at the back of the sun, and there was like no real reason for it. No. But obviously there must be, because that's like where I go back to always.
Yeah. I mean, I find it interesting that the first place you went to was the sun, but it wasn't the sun. And then the next place you went to was the sun. And I was like, the sun is the theme here. What is it saying?
Yeah.
But I couldn't, that's why I was asking you, why do you think you're there? I was hoping that you'd pick up what the theme of the sun was.
I mean, and I might figure it out here, because like right now I'm just feeling like all I want to do is I want to go out and look at the sun out in the front yard, and that's what the dog wants me to do. So that's what we're going to go do here in a minute. But
and that might be it.
Maybe it'll come clear then, but or maybe it'll be when I wake up from a nap. I don't know, but I know that the rainbow energy always plays a real role in what I'm supposed to be learning, and that's because it encompasses all the colors. And with the sun being white now, I almost wonder if it's trying to tell me something about the rainbow energy. And the other thing that I was thinking about when I was there too is just the fact that like the sun is a portal. Like you can go from one sun to the next by going from inside. And
yes, which was why I asked you to enter the sun, because I was wondering if you'd meet the portal.
Yeah, and I could tell there was comings and goings, but it was just I just didn't have that good a vision.
Right.
And like it was funny too, because like when we showed up there, because like Andromeda Owl's like a glowing orb, and then like as soon as I connected, I gave him a big hug, and then I was inside of it. But when I was sitting in front of the actual sun, because like I was just trying to make sense of the first thing. I was like, what is this thing? It's like a big yellow glowing orb, so you think it's the sun, but it really had nothing to do with the sun. But when I'm in front of the sun, I was like wanted to look around. I was gonna like take a 360 look around, and I just couldn't. I just like all I could do was I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look around. I'm looking around now. And I'm just locked on to that sun. I could not just so much as turn my head or spin my body, even if I wanted to. It was just like, so I was like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna go inside then, and right, see what if there's something there. And
maybe like you just needed to feel the energy of the sun. Just absorb some of the energy of the sun.
Yeah, that could have very well been it. Yeah. I usually think of the sun as being male and Earth as being female, and so I did get that feeling, but I didn't get any feeling of any like a personality, anything I could talk to. The inside seemed like it was kind of like big square is how I'm remembering it right now. It was like all square on the inside, opened up,
Right.
but everywhere you looked, it just looked like you were looking at a sun. You know, the walls and the floor were all sun colored, and I wish I could have seen, who was coming and going and how, but
And what about the being that was staring at you?
I think that was probably actually just the personality of the sun itself. Is what
Oh,
I'm thinking it was now. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
and would be why I was thinking it was male.
Right.
It had like a male vibration, not that it looked like a guy or anything, but it was just like humanoid shape, but flaming, and so yeah, I would think maybe like that. Either it was the personality of the sun, or it would just be how I would imagine it.
Mm-hmm.
Thing.
Right.
Just like a way for me to grasp it, like that I'm in the sun, I'm trying to check out the sun, but the sun was observing me at the same time. Really,
Yeah.
like, what is this weird confused thing here doing? If you're gonna go somewhere, right? Right, like, you're gonna use the portal or whatever, right?
Right.
But yeah, I didn't see any particular portals of any kind. I didn't.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering if you'd go find the Stargate or something, but
I felt like it was in there. It was there,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like, I think if I'd have just like wanted to be somewhere else, I think I would have just been there. Like if I would have just wanted to be from inside of that sun, if I just wanted to be in this one, I just probably would have just been there. But
Right.
I don't
Right.
think I would have to go through a doorway or anything like that. But
Well, the other thing is, I wondered if you'd actually run into the community that lives in the sun.
no, I didn't feel like that. I felt more like it was comings and goings.
Right. So
Like
you were in the
people,
portal area probably then.
yeah, exactly. Like people just showing up and taking off and showing
Right.
up and taking off, and like a bus station,
Right.
That's how I felt about it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm good. You got anything else you want to ask me?
No, I think
Sure.
I can honestly say we didn't cover very much of your questions or anything else, but I think this
That's okay though, because we'll do it again. So just save those questions.
okay.
Yeah, for sure. Those are really good questions, and it's hard to say if we'll ever be able to get to them. I just don't know. It might just be the way things go for me. But I also know that with this type of stuff, the more times you do it, the easier it gets. So,
Right.
I don't mind just keep practicing and seeing where it goes. And
Yeah.
I've had certain clients before where it was like we couldn't get anywhere or do anything for them until they released something,
Right.
And so then
That might be the case for you too.
you guys, when you guys come back, we'll be able to do some of this cool stuff. And all those people that are like that, they don't care to come back. They're just like, no, that's what I needed. Really, was that release right there. I don't care about the rest.
Right. Right.
And so I can kind of relate to that feeling now. Like my questions don't seem important at all compared to just letting go of bullshit.
Which is wonderful. That's you can't ask for more, to be quite honest.
Exactly. Yeah, because the other stuff is more just for fun, I think. And like I say, like I was obviously carrying around a lot of stuff that I thought was gone, or
Right. Right.
I always had a fairly charmed life anyway. So what would there's no traumas is the way I look at it, right? I don't have any dramas or weird crap. So it's probably like the time when I was 8 years old and stole the candy bar from the 7-Eleven or something. Just like stupid shit that I just never forgave myself for. It's like what, but you think, oh, okay, well that was a nothing event, and so why would that be still carrying around with me?
Oh, but it does. These
You're right, I guess so.
they form like big pebbles in your system that you got to get them out. And anything that you can't forgive, or anything that makes you think badly in any way of yourself has to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's time to claim your divinity, your purity, and you can't, as long as there's any small niggling thing, it's big, because it's blocking that realization.
Yeah. I'm getting chills all over right now.